everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now I know my Halloween series technically ended, but I still wanted to do a few more Halloween looks, and Sarah Sanderson is one I have been waiting to do. First, I just put some of my lip balm on. It tastes so good. It's from Fresh. It's like a caramel flavored one. It's delish. I know you're not supposed to eat it, but it's good. Then I primed my lids, and now I'm taking my Elvira palette from Lunatick Cosmetics. So cute. I'm going to be using the shade Unpleasant Dreams, which is just a black shadow. And I'm going to be lining this on my lids. Sarah has very black, smoky eyes. So I'm not really doing any wing liner, anything special like that. I'm just doing some black shadow right along my lash line there. And then I'm taking the shade Aunt Morgana, which is a plum kind of sparkly shade. Not sparkly, shimmery, I guess. And I'm blending that into the black onto my lid. Now, Sarah doesn't really have like a crease color, and it's not like blended out super amazing, whatever. I'm just kind of blending all the black together into the purple above my crease to make it look like my whole lid is black, just like Sarah's. Then I'm taking my Ben Nye pencil in Onyx, and I'm lining that on my lids. Going over that black shadow, I'm making sure I'm tight lining as well on the top lash line, and then I'm kind of smoking it out just a little bit because Sarah's eyes are more elongated than mine. They're not like a wing shape, they're just wider than mine are, so I'm doing a wing to replicate her eye shape. But it's not like a normal wing like you would think, it's just more taking the liner and going up in a kind of almond-shaped motion. If that makes sense, I sure hope it does. Then I'm taking that same black shade and I'm smoking that liner out into my crease. That way the black is basically covering my whole lid. And then I'm just going back and forth with the same shades and just blending it out. For my face, I'm using my Boscia Mattifying Primer, and I'm just putting that in the areas where I get oily. Then I took my Smashbox Primerizer primer, and I put it in the other areas. Now, this is my favorite foundation combo right now, is Fenty and Kat Von D together. I use Fenty first and kind of lay it down, and then I put Kat Von D right on top, and for my oily skin, this combo is the bomb. I'm obsessed with it lately. Does not separate, does not have any oil come through, and it makes your skin look like a porcelain doll, which is what I want. I also put my NARS Soft Matte Concealer down in the areas that I would normally put them down, and I set it with some translucent setting powder. I made sure to make my nose look a little bit wider too with the concealer, because Sarah's nose is a little different than mine. Taking my Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit Cosmetics in the shade 6, I'm just filling in my brows. They go down really far there in the front, and they are a lot longer than mine are, so I'm filling in that missing hair that I have in the front of the brow, and then I'm just doing light hair strokes there on the end. Her brow hairs are standing up pretty straight, so I'm just taking clear brow gel through them and trying to make them go up as straight as I can. You want to leave them somewhat light though, because she is blonde and we don't want them to be too dark. Taking my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, I am creating this darkness she has here on the inner corner, connecting the brow to the inner corner of the eye. It's just like the shading of her bone structure, so I'm just taking a light brown shade and shading that area in and blending it into the eyeshadow. And then I'm taking that same black pencil and I'm going in my lower waterline and on my lash line quite a bit. I'm making sure I'm covering that inner corner as well. She does not have an inner corner highlight. It's just all smoky and black. Then I'm taking that same black shade and I'm really smoking that out pretty messily. Not focusing on it being too perfect and making sure I'm connecting it with the top liner as well. And again, getting that inner corner pretty smoked out. For lashes, I just curled them, and then I'm taking my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, and I did about 2 coats of this. I love this mascara. If I'm not going to wear lashes, this is the one I always wear because it really separates your lashes and makes them look nice and long and thick. For contouring, I used my Shade and Light palette, and I contoured way lower than I normally would because Sarah's face is a lot longer than mine. So I contoured way lower, and I also contoured my jawline. I did not contour my forehead though, because again, I want to keep my face pretty long. If you contour your forehead, it's just going to shorten it up. Also with my nose, I'm really trying to replicate Sarah's nose shape, so I'm really just kind of contouring a little odd, I guess. I'm keeping the nose pretty wide, and I'm trying to do it a little jagged because her nose is not the best shaped in the world, so I'm just trying to replicate that. It's so weird because Sarah Jessica Parker plays Sarah Sanderson in Hocus Pocus. Isn't that weird? They both have the same name. Then I'm taking my classic horror lipsticks from LA Splash Cosmetics. Use my discount code Voodoo Barbie Doll to get these before they're gone. They are so stinking cute. I am using Drac first, which is a dark purplish red shade, and I am filling in my lips. I'm not really worrying about overlining, and I'm making sure my Cupid's bow is pretty deep. Hers is pretty deep in the movie, so I'm just trying to focus on that, and I'm not focusing on making my lips super huge for this because she's got very small lips. And then I am taking the shade Drac after I fill in my lips with this first, and I'm just going over it to make it a little bit more red. Drac by itself is pretty bright, so I wanted to mix them together. I also made her mole with the same black pencil and then took some brown shadow on top of that. It's on her chin, kind of like a witchy mole, you know? And then I just took a little bit of concealer and created more of an arch in my eyebrows because her eyebrows are very arched, so I just wanted to replicate that a little bit more. And also smoked out that bottom lash line a bit more in the center. Deepened up that inner corner brow bone there. And finished off the contouring. I wanted to make my face look a little bit more slender. I have more of a round face than she does, so I'm just contouring the sides of my face there and the sides of my jawline as well to cut off the sides of my face a little bit and make it look longer. And that's the finished look, everybody. I got my wig from Musegeats, and I curled it quite a bit. She sometimes has super curly hair in some scenes, and sometimes is a little bit more straight. I used fishnet stockings for my gloves, and then the broom is from Spirit Halloween. It was only $5, so I thought, why the heck not? And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please tag me in any recreations of any looks you've done this Halloween season. I would love to see all of your recreations of my looks. And I hope you enjoyed everything I did this season. I'm hoping to have maybe 1 or 2 tutorials come out still. But yeah, that's the end of this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye-bye.